Pnkstr, the settlement layer of programmable culture. With official CryptoPunks endorsement live and Beeple-strategy participation expected. How ICT predicted PunkStrategy. Why Pnkstr is the first liquidity-weighted deflation engine in crypto, and what happens when culture becomes infrastructure. Executive Summary, TLDR for investors. Pnkstr is not a meme token. It is the deflationary settlement layer for the entire TokenStrategy ecosystem, now operating with official CryptoPunks marketplace support live and with Beeple-aligned strategy participation widely expected based on public signaling, structural alignment, and market behavior. Using audited on-chain strategy data and confirmed SweepSTR market signals, Pnkstr is currently burning approximately $9,000 per day, approximately 187,000 Pnkstr per day, approximately 68.3 million Pnkstr per year, approximately 6.8% of total supply annually. This burn rate exists before the system fully absorbs expanded CryptoPunk strategy integrations, Beeple strategy flows, Larva Labs ecosystem participation, Vault NFT reflexive burn events, Pnkstr dual reflexive volume shocks. Pnkstr operates on a two-layer deflation model, base state burn, always on, catalyst burn, cycle accelerant. This structure produces non-linear supply compression, not narrative scarcity. ICT saw the endgame before the pieces moved. When CryptoPunks launched, the market framed them as digital art. ICT framed them as infrastructure, 10,000 identical units, trade index scarcity, no emissions, no inflation, no narrative dilution. The early thesis was simple and precise. Punks were never the asset. They were the operating system. That insight predated TokenWorks. It predated PunkStrategy. It predated collection bids, vault mechanics, and strategy-level liquidity routing. What followed was not innovation. It was inevitability. Official CryptoPunks endorsement, the line that matters. CryptoPunks' launch of official collection, bids and trait bids on their own marketplace marked the moment the ecosystem crossed from cultural novelty into institutional infrastructure. This was not cosmetic. Collection-level and trait-level bidding transforms punks from individual collectibles into indexable liquidity primitives. It enables continuous price discovery, trait-based demand aggregation,
institutional-grade strategy deployment,
scalable liquidity routing. This is the structural prerequisite for PunkStrategy and for Pnkstr to function as a settlement layer. No collection bids means no programmable liquidity. With them, punks become computable. That is endorsement, not by marketing language, but by architecture. What Pnkstr actually is. Pnkstr is the ecosystem token for TokenStrategy. Every strategy deployed on the platform routes value as follows. 1% of all trading volume is used to buy and burn Pnkstr. 80% of deploy fees are burned into Pnkstr. 100% of Vault NFT ETH sales are used to buy and burn Pnkstr. All of these actions permanently remove tokens from circulation. There are no emissions,
no inflation,
no treasury sell pressure, no passive dilution. Only forced market demand paired with irreversible supply destruction. Pnkstr is not yield. It is settlement layer deflation. Audited base state burn, verified, not projected. After auditing approximately 75 live strategies using real screenshots and on-chain volume data, the TokenStrategy ecosystem currently processes approximately $898,000 plus per day in actual trading volume. By design, 1% of that volume is routed into Pnkstr buy and burn. This produces a base state burn of roughly $8,987 per day, approximately 187,000 Pnkstr burn daily. Approximately 68.3 million Pnkstr burned annually, approximately 6.8% of total supply per year. This burn engine is always on. It does not require new launches. It does not depend on sentiment. It exists wherever liquidity exists. Why strategy count does not drive burn? Out of roughly 150 total strategies, about 87 currently show zero trading volume. These strategies contributed only one-time deploy burns and do not impact daily burn rates. This matters. Burn is not a function of total strategy count. Burn is a function of liquidity concentration. A small number of high-volume strategies generate the overwhelming majority of persistent buy and burn activity. This is healthy system design, not a flaw. SweepSTR, market behavior that precedes burn. SweepSTR data, especially as documented through repeated NFT sweep posts, provides unfiltered insight into participant behavior before volume arrives on-chain. Repeated patterns appear across blue-chip collections, large NFT sweep clusters, rapid floor repricing, volume concentration windows. These events consistently precede strategy trading volume spikes, Pnkstr burn acceleration, Vault NFT price discovery. The causal sequence is clear. NFT sweeps, strategy volume, forced Pnkstr burn. SweepSTR is not predicting price. It is detecting liquidity ignition. The catalyst layer, where deflation becomes nonlinear. The next phase of the system is driven by high credibility, high volume flows, including official CryptoPunks, strategy traffic expansion, Beeple-adjacent strategy participation, Larva Labs ecosystem alignment. Each major catalyst can conservatively add $200,000 to $1 million plus in daily strategy volume, which translates into 2,000 to 10,000 additional daily Pnkstr burn, 40,000 to 200,000 additional Pnkstr burn per day, 15 million to 73 million plus Pnkstr burned annually per catalyst. Just 2 to 3 major catalysts can double the ecosystem's burn rate. This is where deflation stops being linear and becomes reflexive. Beeple. Why participation is expected, not speculative. Beeple's recent work, particularly the regular animals installations, signals a clear thematic shift. Identity as system, culture as recursion, behavior rendered mechanically, attention treated as infrastructure. This aligns directly with PunkStrategy and Pnkstr's architecture. No formal announcement is required to observe the convergence. Beeple does not produce isolated artifacts. He externalizes systems. Given CryptoPunks' institutional shift, TokenWorks infrastructure, and Pnkstr's settlement role, Beeple-adjacent strategy participation is a rational expectation, not a marketing claim. Vault NFTs, turning NFT floors into supply annihilation. Vault NFTs introduce one of the most aggressive tokenomic mechanisms in crypto. 100% of ETH proceeds are used to buy and burn Pnkstr, At scale, rising NFT floors, rising ETH price, one-way demand shocks. If blue-chip NFTs trade at 75 to 100 plus ETH and vault cycles execute 10 to 20 NFTs, the resulting Pnkstr burns can reach multi-million-dollar supply annihilation events with no sell-side offset. This is not pressure. It is deletion. Pnkstr and the dual reflexive loop. Pnkstr introduces two simultaneous compression forces: token burn via trading volume, NFT supply reduction via direct burns. When Pnkstr volume spikes, Pnkstr burns accelerate. NFT scarcity increases. Capital recirculates into strategies. SweepSTR data has repeatedly shown that participant behavior precedes these waves. This is not randomness, it is reflexivity. Scenario modeling, data-bound, not narrative. Conservative scenario, base burn only, approximately 6.8% annually. Minimal catalysts. Supply removed over 24 months, approximately 13 to 15%. Pnkstr price band, $0.40 to $0.90. Moderate scenario, base burn plus two major catalysts. Supply removed, approximately 20 to 35%. Pnkstr price band, $1.20 to $2.50. Aggressive scenario, base burn plus 4 to 6 catalysts. Multiple vault cycles. Pnkstr reflexive volume shocks. Supply removed, approximately 40 to 70%. Pnkstr price band, $3 to $7 plus. These are mechanical outcomes derived from real liquidity, not optimism. ETH sensitivity, the silent multiplier. All burns are funded in ETH. As ETH rises, the same NFT sale destroys more Pnkstr. This makes Pnkstr implicitly levered to ETH price without direct ETH exposure. This is structurally rare. Final conclusion. CryptoPunks have crossed into institutional infrastructure. PunkStrategy operationalizes that shift. Pnkstr settles it through irreversible deflation. SweepSTR confirms it in real time. Beeple's trajectory aligns with it. ICT did not predict a token. ICT predicted the system. This is how digital scarcity is engineered, not claimed.